Hi everyone, this is a review of Kindle Oasis. The one you see on the right is the one that's without the ads, and the one on the left is the one that has ads. And I just wanted to show you there's really not much difference between the two devices, except that when you actually put it on standby, you will see ads on the one that has the ads. And when you want to get out of the ads, you would have to slide to unlock the device. So as you can see, when I wake it up, I still has to swipe to unlock, and then it gets unlocked. And the one on the right has no ads, so when you wake it up, you go straight to your book. So I had this device for maybe about a few months now, and I wanted to test it out for a few months before I put out this video. And I would say that it has really been a great experience. One, because the quality of the print is extremely good. I wasn't expecting it to have this good of a print quality. As you can see, um, the text looks and feels just like on a book. The only difference, I guess, between this and a normal book is that you really don't have the feeling of flipping through pages to see what's coming up. I guess you could see that here as well, but it doesn't have the same feel. However, the page transitions are really smooth, and there's no lag or flicker. So as you can see that the device itself holds really well in your hand, and is really nicely balanced about at this point. So having it for a few months, my observation is that you actually end up reading a lot more books than otherwise. And I guess one of the main reason is that you can just purchase books or borrow books from your public library, or there are plenty of ebooks available in PDF format that you can actually convert to a Kindle format. And the way you do that is that you email a PDF to yourself, to your Kindle email, and in the subject you just put convert, and it will actually convert a PDF to a Kindle format. I have tried it on many books and it works really good. Maybe the formatting may be off on a few words here and there, but there is really no I would say distortion or pages being skipped, so it works really well. That's something that I wasn't thinking I would be using, but it's actually become very useful. The other complaint when I was interested in purchasing, I read online, was that people didn't like that it has a mini USB. And for me, it's not that big of a deal. I wish it had the USB-C to charge the device, but I only use the charging maybe once a week or every 10 days, so it's not a big deal. But I wish they had put a USB-C, would be easier, so you don't need to carry that many cables with you. Overall, it's definitely a good device, and maybe perhaps the best time to purchase right now. I bought this at about $270, and I believe right now on Amazon, because of Black Friday, it's going at about $195. So something definitely, if you are interested, you should consider to purchase it now. The other consideration I had when purchasing this device was whether to go with this more expensive one or the cheaper one, the Kindle Paperwhite. I ultimately decided to go with this one primarily because of the larger screen. That was really important to me, but it has other features like warm light, which is kind of nice to have, that the page looks, as you can see, I have turned on the warm light on this one, and the page looks really nice and easy on the eyes. And this one right now, without the warm light, you can see it's a little bit more bluish, but you could adjust that to your desired settings. Is that something that I would recommend? I would say if you have never owned a Kindle before and you're not sure how, whether this is something you want to invest your money in, I would say over the long run it'll definitely be cheaper to have a Kindle Oasis. Uh, if you want to rent books from Amazon, or you want to get books from your public library, having this device with you will save you money over the long run. And also, you'll end up reading a lot more books because you can carry it with you all the time. Other great features, of course, are built into it. So if you are reading a book, you come across a word and you're not sure, you just press and hold on that word, and uh, it will pull up the dictionary rather quickly, and you can look up the word, what that means. In terms of other features it has, it's really not much to it other than just downloading books and reading them. I guess it's not really great for uh, things like textbooks or with a lot of graphics. It you could read comics etc. on it, but it's really optimized for text, and I wouldn't download PDF books in PDF format on it, because then you would have to like move around the device quite a bit. But you could convert PDF, as I said, to the Kindle format, and that way you could read the full text here and without any distortion. Also, you could change the font size and the fonts itself. That's another great feature that you have that you don't have on a traditional book. You are kind of stuck with what the font and what the font size come up with. And also, that has been an issue with me in standard books, because the font size tends to be rather small on a lot of books nowadays, and the paper quality is depends on the type of book you have, but it varies considerably. So having a Kindle is you get to set the font that you prefer and the font size, and that kind of makes it easy to change from one book to another. Overall, I would say definitely a great device to have. Certainly recommend having this. um, if you haven't really tried it, maybe give it a try and see how it goes. That's it for this video. Catch you in the next one.